Secretary General of the United Nations UN, Mr. Antonio Guterres, has called on President Muhammadu Buhari to use his leadership qualities towards ensuring the stability of the West African sub-region. He also flagged the recent reversal of democratic fortunes in some West African nations, including Guinea, Mali, and Chad. In a statement issued by the media advisor to the president, Femi Adesina, the UN scribe commended President Buhari for his leadership roles in Africa as well as the stabilization of West African sub-region. The Secretary General spoke Friday at a meeting with the Nigerian president at the sidelines of the 76th session of the United Nations General Assembly taking place in New York. According to the UN scribe, Africa, especially West Africa, was generally seen as an ocean of stability and good governance, but was deeply concerned at recent reversal of fortunes in democratic rule in some parts of the West African sub-region, with coups overturning elected institutions. He therefore urged President Buhari to continue to show leadership as he looks up to Nigeria to help stabilize the sub-region in terms of democracy and good governance. On terrorism, Guterres commended the efforts of Nigeria on the global phenomenon, assuring the Nigerian leader of the United Nations continued support in an effort to address the prevailing security and humanitarian challenges that have risen, especially with the internal displaced persons. He also commended Nigeria's efforts on climate change, expressing willingness of the world body to cooperate with the country in this regard. In his remarks, President Buhari applauded Guterres for his global leadership and success of the 76th session. He assured the UN scribe that Nigeria had achieved appreciable successes in tackling the insecurity caused by terrorists and bandits. The president also thanked him for the global organization's intervention in activities towards reducing the effects of climate change, especially with the support of the Great Green Wall Program, which is aimed at arresting desertification across the Sahel, as well as the campaign against deforestation in Nigeria. President Buhari added that Nigeria was ready to support and work closely with the United Nations towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. It was yesterday, Friday, that President Muhammad Buhari gave his own speech at the 76th session of the United Nations Assembly, General Assembly. It was so surprising, all of the things President Muhammad Buhari said to the UN. Nigerians know that those things are not true. Anyway, the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres, he's urging President Muhammad Buhari that Buhari needs to ensure stability of West Africa. For Buhari to ensure stability of West Africa, first, he needs to stabilize his own country. Nigeria is in a bad shape right now. We know very well that the country is not in a good shape. We know we've seen different African countries of late that they've had successful coups. And is in that regard that Guterres was speaking, that this is what has been going around. And we know Nigeria is known or named as the giant of Africa. That is why he's giving this responsibility to President Muhammad Buhari. So we've seen coup happen in different African countries. But for Buhari to be given such responsibility, first of all, is to look at how he's managed his own country, because charity begins at home. So it's not about going out and portraying something else that is not. See him yesterday. I don't know if you guys watched the speech. We did share that on on our channel here, Peak Media. You can check it out and watch it for yourself. Buhari was saying that we have tremendous we have tremendous results in combating insecurity, whereas the country is not safe. Our roads are not safe. We can't travel. School children are still being kidnapped. Fulani headsmen are still hacking innocent citizens to death. Banditry is still on the rise. Boko Haram, they've not given up. So I don't know which area he's talking about that he's seeing a lot of success. There's no success anywhere. It's truly unbelievable that he will just go out there and say things that are not. Just for him to even deal with the agitations. There are agitations at the moment, the indigenous people of Biafra. He went boldly to that conference, knowing fully well that he's locked up someone. He's locked up Nnamdi Kanu for over 3 months now. Nnamdi Kanu has been locked up for what reason? Because he's a freedom fighter demanding an end to Buhari's bad government, bad policies, marginalization, unfair policies, one-sided, lopsided appointments, and name all of them. And right now, Buhari is even fueling insecurity. He cannot proscribe the activities of bandits, but he proscribed the activities of IPOB, and trying to compare IPOB and bandits. I don't see the comparison there, because bandits, we know they are out there to kidnap. How many times have we heard that IPOB members kidnap persons or they did something? So it's really unbelievable. Well, for the UN Secretary General to be urging President Muhammadu Buhari to ensure stability of West Africa is based on what Buhari has put out there, for them to believe that he's doing a lot in his own country. But we as Nigerians, we know that Buhari's government is a failed government. 6 years. He's 6 years and nothing to show for it. All he's been doing is just blame game, playing the blame game that all the problems in the country, he inherited them. Fair enough, he inherited them. What effort have you made to ending all of those things? 6 years is a lot of time. It's not 1, it's not 2, it's not 3, not 4, not 5. 6 is a lot of time. It's a lot of time. So I don't know what time he needs. Always giving excuses and feels that they are winning the battles. I don't know how they are winning those battles. The same government who is supporting the activities of banditry, because they send Sheikh Gumi to meet with them, to liaise with them. They can negotiate with bandits, but they cannot negotiate with freedom fighters, with the agitators. Sunday Igboho is still locked up in Cotonou. We know all of that was orchestrated by President Muhammadu Buhari. And here is the UN urging him to ensure stability when his own country itself is not stable. When Buhari wants to run, he wants to tear the country down. There are arguments that Buhari is on a mission, that what he's planning to do, that he wants this country to be unstable just before the 2023 general election, so that he can declare a state of emergency, so that he can cancel or suspend elections. Then he remains president, because he's mentioned it a couple of times that he wants to be well represented in 2023 presidency. And now he's looking at it that Nigerians are kicking against it. Maybe that's the only means he can use to remain in power. Well, God will show this country mercy, and I believe that it will not take long for the UN to realize what is happening in this country. Well, let's hear your own thoughts down below in the comment section. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.